Hi friend, welcome to EHS Academy. Today we are going to discuss our last topic on National Building Code, and before that I want to request you to subscribe our channel and like the video. I am your faculty Sharat Shetty. Today we are going to discuss about the last part of National Building Code, and these are the three topics that we are going to cover today: access requirement for high-rise building, mixed occupancy, air conditioning and smoke vent, and floor charts for fire department. Okay, let's start. Okay, this is our first topic, access requirement for high-rise building. In this we have 3 points which we are going to cover one by one. Okay, for high-rise buildings is the following additional provisions for easy access of the building are to be provided. Okay, in this definition you can easily understand what we are going to discuss today. We are going to discuss about the width and the accessibility of the building. When if there is a fire outbreak in a particular high-rise building, there should be specific space or roads where the fire department can travel, and easily the fire engines can access the building. Okay, the width of the approach road that building shall not be less than 12 meters. Okay, wherever you are constructing the building, the nearby road should be at least 12 meters width. Okay, this is the first point. Okay, now this is the second point. The gate must have the width of not less than 4.5 meters, and if a road is provided, the height should not be less than 5 meters. Okay, the width should be 4.5 meters and the height should be 5 meters. Okay, this is important when if the fire brigade engine is coming near the accidental area, it should have a easy access to enter. Okay, now our third point, this is our third point. There must be an motorable road around the building. This rule is however relaxed if there is an public road all around the plot where the building is constructed. In this photo you can see how the roads are there near the buildings, but this is not particularly the same case for every building. In some high-rise buildings you can see that there are a lot of compound areas where the accessibility will be very less. So if the accessibility of the road is less, you should have a separate road for the building where the fire brigade engines can come and can easily be have the access. Okay, I think you have got this all 3 points, and let's go to our next topic, mixed occupancy, air conditioning and smoke vent. These are separate topics. First we are going to see the mixed occupancies. When any building is used for more than one type of occupancies, it shall be conform to requirement for the occupancies of high hazard area in separation by the perfect partition way and wired glasses for windows, fire doors for opening, etc. Okay, mixed occupancies means there is a particular high rise building and there are lot of different organization working together. Okay, in one floor there is a school, one floor there is a institutional buildings, or one floor there is a insurance bank, like that. There is lot of different occupancies which are working together in a particular one building. Okay, for that you should have a easy accessibility and pathways and many other requirements. Okay, this is called as mixed occupancies. And air conditioning. Okay, air conditioning and ventilating requirement for different rooms or areas in any occupancy shall be given in the part 4 of the NBC. Okay, air conditioning and ventilation system shall be so installed and maintained as to minimize the damage of spread smoke and fumes from the floor to floor. Okay, now what we discussed about before only about the mixed occupancies, this comes under that only. If you have a high rise building and there are 10 to 15 floors, each floor should have a separate smoke absorbing ventilation system where it will not let the smoke to travel from one floor to another floor. It will suck all the flames and smoke from one floor, and it will directly uh, exit that from the top of the roof. Okay, this is very important in high rise buildings because smoke is one of the major reason of casualties in fire. Okay, and smoke venting. Okay, this is also the same as ventilation system, but it's used in particular areas where the smoke is been spread. Okay, smoke venting facility for safe use of exits in doorways, buildings and underground structures, large areas, factories, assembly, etc. It shall be automated in action based than manual control. Okay, this is mostly used in basements. Okay, this type of, it is an power sucking system where the smoke will be sucked from the source and it will be exited from another source. Okay, this is the flow chart of fire department. This is our last topic. You can see in center and also in state how the fire department is been divided. Okay, from the central level, the director general of the fire is the main person who will look after the policies of the fire department, and the second will be deputy general of fire service. Okay, he will look after the implementation of the policies. Okay, from there we will have the flow chart of directing operation, directing technical, director training, director equipment, director administration and director person and investigator. Okay, these are the six major directors which will come under the deputy general of fire services. Okay, and at the state level you can see chief fire officer. Okay, who will take directly command from the deputy general of fire services, and station fire officer, deputy fire officer and administrator. Okay, this both station fire officer and deputy fire officer will be on ground in the department. Okay, and under them these are the shifts. Okay, A shift, B shift, C shift and fire officer, technician and inspector and fire officer, transport trainer. Okay, and this 4 shifts comes under the control room operation. Okay, this is the main control room operation and it will be according to the shift wise. You know, the fire department will work 24 hours and there will be 3 shifts in that. Okay, these are the main things that you have to know in National Building Code, and I think I have provided you all the important things, important points which are there in NBC. And if there is any doubt you can ask in comment section, and thank you.